everyone.
I'm so excited about today.
Yes, indeed. The Jewish people are celebrating a very big, special birthday.
This is the birthday of the whole world.
The whole world? What do you mean?
Just take a look outside. What do you see?
Oh, I see trees.
I see flowers.
Oh, we got a lot of grass.
There's a sky. Oh, I see a bird in the sky.
Oh, what's coming? A deer is coming across our lawn.
Oh, and there are squirrels and chipmunks.
Yeah, we have lots of squirrels and chipmunks too.
Yes. Do you think they were always here? What if I told you that long, long ago, there was nothing at all on our earth? It was all very dark and black. Only God was here, all alone in all that darkness.
God must have been very lonely.
That's just it. God was lonely. So God said, I want to make a beautiful world.
What did God do? Hashem created the world so fine. Hashem did it all in 6 days' time. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. On day one, there was dark and light. Hashem created day and night. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. Hashem was pleased with this. There was evening and morning on the first day. Then Hashem thought and thought about what to do next.
On day two, up very, very high, Hashem created a big blue sky. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. We have dark and we have the blue sky. Hashem saw that this was pleased, and he was pleased. There was evening and morning on the second day.
On day three, the rivers and the seas, and from the earth grew flowers and trees. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. Hashem saw this and was pleased.
There was evening and morning
on the third day.
Well, I wonder what Hashem will do next. On day four, the sun so bright, the moon and stars just for the night. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. The world is already looking nicer. What came next?
Day five, the fish in the sea, and way up high the birds and the bees. How did Hashem do it? What did Hashem do? Each day Hashem created something new. And Hashem was pleased. There was evening and morning on the fifth day.
On day six, big animals and small, Adam and Eve, and the most important of all. How did Hashem do it? What did he do? Each day Hashem created something new. Hashem saw this and was pleased. There was evening and morning on the sixth day.
Oh my goodness, Hashem was probably really tired after creating all the wonderful parts of the world. On the seventh day, God did rest. The world was created at its best. This is what God did all day long. He looked at the world and sang a song. And on Shabbat, we welcome Shabbat with candles and challah and wine, and we spend the day resting and thanking God for all that He created.
You're right. That means no littering and being careful not to waste our water too.
Now we know why Rosh Hashana is so very special. This is the time we Jewish people think about how we treated all the people and things that Hashem created.
Were we always kind and thoughtful? It is hard to always do everything right. That's why on Rosh Hashanah we think about what we could do better in the coming year.
We're going to read a special story now about a lot of animals and even a little boy who are celebrating Rosh Hashanah and are hoping that God thinks they did good work all year. Do you remember that God created all the animals and the first people, Adam and Eve, on day number 6? Let's read our story. Oh, look at all the animals. Where are they walking to?
We didn't read. Go back and read.
This little giraffe. Oh, you see mommy giraffe and little giraffe? This little giraffe. My dear little giraffe, did you eat the highest leaves on the tree? Happy that I'd shown you to make a path for the sun? This year, little giraffe, my dear little giraffe, were you the best little giraffe that you could be?
This year, little elephant, my dear little elephant, did you move the downed tree? Happy that I've chosen you to help keep the road clear. This year, little elephant, my dear little elephant, were you the best little elephant that you could be? You look very busy.
Yes, he was very busy. That must have been hard work. Oh, and here we have a beaver. What are you doing, beaver? This year, little beaver, my dear little beaver, did you build a strong dam? Happy that I'd chosen you to widen the pond? This year, little beaver, my dear little beaver, were you the best little beaver that you could be?
Look at all these fish. This year, little fish, my dear little fish, as you swam, did you glow? Happy that I'd chosen you to light the dark ocean. This year, little fish, my dear little fish, were you the best little fish that you could be?
Oh, and here's a bee. He's around all the flowers. What are you doing, little bee? This year, little bee, my dear little bee, did you fly from flower to flower? Happy that I'd chosen you to spread their pollen? This year, little bee, my dear little bee, were you the best little bee that you could be? Oh, he helps us get so many more new flowers. Thank you, bee.
This year, little worm, my dear little worm, did you tunnel about? Look at all that tunneling that the worm is doing. Happy that I chosen you to bring rain underground. This year, little worm, my dear little worm, were you the best little worm that you could be? He was busy digging all those tunnels, those underground.
Yeah, and that makes the soil better. And then you get better vegetables and flowers and grass. He's very important.
Yes, he is.
And here's our cow. This year, little cow, my dear little cow, did you give your milk each day? Happy that I've chosen you to feed so many children? This year, little cow, my dear little cow, were you the best little cow that you could be? Oh, did we all have enough milk this year? I had a lot of good milk this year.
This year, little child, my dear little child, did you put seeds in the soil? Happy that I chosen you to plant a garden. Look at all the different vegetables and fruit that they are making in their garden for everybody to eat. Wow.
Oh, did you paint a big picture and help hang it? Happy that I've chosen you to add beauty to the world.
Did you share your toys? Happy that I chosen you to be kind to others. Did you laugh and have fun? Happy that I chosen you to lift the world's spirit.
This year, dear little child, were you the best little child that you could be?
God waited for their answers.
Oops, up. Yes, everyone said they had been the best little giraffe and little elephant and little beaver and little fish and little bee and little worm and little cow and little child that they could be.
Good, God said, happy that God's creatures had made a path for the sun and moved the tree from the road and widened the pond and lit the dark ocean and spread the pollen and brought rain to the roots and fed so many children and planted a garden and made a beautiful painting and shared the toys and lifted the world's spirit.
I'm very proud of my dear little helpers because when you are the best that you can be, then the world is the best place that it can be. And there is no better birthday present. And I'm pretty sure, and I bet Audrey is too, that all of you are trying to be the very best that you can be. Since today is Rosh Hashana, I have a song you might recognize from our Shabbat morning programs. But today, we're going to use special words for Rosh Hashana. Everybody clap and sing with us.
Sing along song, come sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while, the sing along song with me.
Woke up this morning feeling fine, sang to the morning sun. Let those golden rays pour down and shine on everyone so they can
sing along song, come sing along song with me. It'll make make you smile if you sing for a while the sing-along song with me.
Rosh Hashana celebrates the birthday of the world. Apples and honey to sweeten the year of every boy and girl. So we can sing along,
Sing-along song, come sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while the sing-along song with me.
Rosh Hashanah starts the year. Hear the shofar blow, telling us that we should act the best way that we know, so we can
Sing along song, come sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while the sing along song with me. I could see that you were singing along with us. Now, let's read a story about a family's Rosh Hashana. They will do lots of things we all do. Well, usually. See if you can tell what is different about our celebration this year than this family's celebration.
And the name
of this book is Apples and Honey, a Rosh Hashanah story by Johnny Zucker and Jan Barger. It's Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. I'm trying on brand new sweater. Lots of families get new clothes for the new year because it is exciting to have something new. And Rosh Hashanah is a time to start over and look forward to do lots of good deeds. Sometimes we make mistakes. We hope that in the new year we will try to do better.
Oh my, they look like they're having fun with all their new clothes.
Getting dressed.
Yeah. Oh, before dinner, this family eats apples dipped in honey for sweet times ahead. Delicious. We can pretend that we're eating some crunchy apples and sweet honey with this family. Maybe later you'll have some with your family too.
While we are eating, we can sing a song about apples and honey.
Dip the apple in the honey, blow the shofar loud and clear. Lashana Tova, Lashana Tova, have a happy new year. The shofar is a ram's horn, and it sounds a bit like a trumpet. It's very difficult to blow, and it takes a lot of practice.
Move up, Judy. Next page.
Four phrases are played.
Judy, next page.
And next page, you're right. Oh my goodness, I didn't turn the page.
We crunch through the leaves on our way to synagogue. Our friends smile and wave at us.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's nice to see our friends.
It certainly is. Oh, and here
inside the synagogue, we hear the sound of the shofar. It's blown 100 times to call in the new year.
Oh my.
And there are 4 different phrases played, and each time the name of the phrase is called out first. We have our own little shofar that we are going to show you. Tekiah is one single note. Shevarim. Teruah, a series of short notes, usually 7. And Tekiah Gadola, very long single note. Wow. The shofar blower has taken a really deep breath for this one, huh, Judy?
It was. It was. For the ceremony of Tashlich, we say goodbye to the sad things from last year by throwing crumbs in the river. And I see this family found a really nice place to throw away all the crumbs and get rid of all their troubles and things that might not have gone right, because now we can start over in the new year and make things even better than they were.
Everyone tries a piece of pomegranate. As we munch through the seeds, we think of next year and all the kind things we want to do. Usually on the second night, a pomegranate is often eaten. Pomegranate has lots and lots and lots of seeds. We think of the seeds as the many acts of kindness we hope to do all year.
Oh, that is really a good thing to think about.
All the good deeds.
We walk outside and gaze up at the stars. There's a new moon out, bringing our brand new year.
Did anyone notice? What? Did anyone notice what was different in the book?
You know what? I did. I saw the people waving at each other and going into shul. This year, we're at home watching Rosh Hashana.
I do hope all the boys and girls are having fun at home, hearing all the stories, seeing the videos, and singing with us this Rosh Hashana. Yeah, I miss going to CBI.
We'll be back soon, I hope.
I do too.
But right now, we've heard a really nice story, a couple of stories, and maybe we can do some stretching and get up out of our seats. Yes. Are we all ready, boys and girls?
I'm ready. I am going to stand up and stretch. How about you, Judy?
I am going to stand up and stretch. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Okay, are we all ready? I'm up. Let's stretch. Oh, up really high. And then we're going to go out to the side. Oh, does that feel good? And we're going to stretch again. Oh, and out to the side. Okay. Oh,
Judy, stretching up high makes me think of apples high in a tree.
Oh, that's a good, I know a poem about that.
Oh, well, let's do the poem.
You know this one too, two little apples? Let's point two fingers high up in the air and start our poem. Two little apples high in the tree.
Two little apples staring at me.
I shook that tree as hard as I could.
Down fell the apples.
They were good. Big pot, isn't there? Lots of apples. Apple Days, a Rosh Hashana story by Alison Sarnoff-Soffer, and the pictures are by Bob McMahon.
Did you ever get really excited about a special day, and then suddenly something happens and you can't do what you planned? How did you feel?
Oh, I felt so sad.
Yes, Shira, I would be sad too. This is a story about a girl named Katie, and she is very excited about something. Let's read and find out what it is.
What are you looking forward to this Rosh Hashana? Katie's teacher asked the class. Hearing the shofar, shouted Max. Chicken soup at Grandma's, exclaimed Abby.
Katie raised her hand, beaming, smiling. Applesauce, she said, but not just any kind. Every year, my mom and I go apple picking, and then we make our own. Katie has even more to share. And I will have a new baby cousin later this month. Applesauce and a baby in the new year? The teacher said, how exciting!
Katie loved apples. She loved biting into their crispy skin and discovering the sweet, tart taste inside. But she loved applesauce even more. Every year at the orchard, Katie and her mother would search for the perfect apples. They would walk the rows, picking some of each variety until the bucket was full.
At home, Katie would place 10 apples on the kitchen counter, and her mother would start to peel. Katie watched as her mother's steady hands moved quickly in circles, unraveling a skin like thread from a spool. Then Katie's mother would core and slice the apples, and Katie would put them into their biggest pot. Katie would take cinnamon and sugar from the pantry and sprinkle them into the pot. Finally, she would squeeze in some lemon juice and add a little bit of water. Soon the kitchen would fill with the sweet smell of apples and cinnamon. Just thinking about it made Katie's mouth water.
Let's make next Wednesday apple day, said Katie's mother. And Katie drew a big apple on the calendar. Katie told everyone about Apple Day. Soon her dad knew, her neighbor knew, Carla the hairdresser knew, and Sam the shoe store man knew. The principal knew, the Rabbi Portnoy knew, and her friends Max and Abby knew. On Monday, she told her class, it's getting closer. Katie couldn't wait for each day to pass.
On Tuesday, the phone rang and Katie answered. Hi, said Aunt Leah. May I speak with your mom, Katie? Oh, hi, said Katie. Guess what? We are going. Katie, I am sorry to interrupt, sweetie, but I need your mom now. Katie was puzzled. Aunt Leah always wanted to hear about everything, but Katie went to find her mother. When her mom hung up the phone, she turned to Katie. Your new baby cousin is coming early, so I'm afraid we can't go apple picking tomorrow. But, Mommy, you promised, Katie said, tears spilled down her cheeks. I know this is disappointing for you, Katie. It is for me too. But I have to help Aunt Leah. It's your job to be a big girl now. But we won't have applesauce for Rosh Hashana, said Katie sadly.
The next day, Katie's father walked her to school. Why so sad? The crossing guard asked. Isn't today Apple Day? We can't go, Katie mumbled. Can't go? Asked Max. Why? Because of the baby, Katie said. Max told Abby, who told the teacher, who told the principal, who told the rabbi. When Abby got her hair cut, she told Carla. And when Max went to buy school shoes, he told Sam. Oh dear.
When Katie and her dad arrived home after school, they found a bright red apple on the doorstep. Next to it was a note that said, "Dear Katie, I heard about what happened. Maybe this will help. Love, Rabbi Portnoy."
An apple.
Oh,
Wow. The next day, the crossing guard handed Katie a yellow apple, and the principal another in her backpack. Katie's teacher gave her an apple at circle time. So did each of her friends. Her backpack was almost full. "Wait, Katie," shouted Carla from the beauty shop. "I have some sugar and lemon for you." Walking home with her dad, Katie passed the shoe store, and Sam too had a surprise, a jar of cinnamon. My goodness.
oh, is she lucky she has such good friends. When they got home, Katie lined up 10 apples on the kitchen counter and tried to remember what her mother did next. She and her dad stared at the apples, the cinnamon, the sugar, and the lemon, wondering exactly how to turn them into applesauce. "First, we have to peel them," Katie said. So her father took out the peeler and got to work. Oh, is he doing a good job of that?
Yes. What's next? Her dad asked. "Mommy finds recipes on the computer," Katie suggested, and climbed onto her father's lap as he searched the internet. "Next, we have to core and chop the apples," her dad said, reading from the screen. "Then Mommy puts them in the big pot," Katie continued. "We have to find it." Oh, I think she knew where to look.
Mm-hmm. In went the apples, then the cinnamon and sugar, and finally the lemon juice. Dad turned on the stove. Soon the kitchen filled with the sweet smell of apples and cinnamon. One taste and they knew. "We did it!" Katie said. "Oh, so happy. We did it, Daddy and me."
The next morning, Katie walked into her classroom, proudly carrying a tray filled with applesauce. "Oh, a cup for everybody. Thanks for your help. I have applesauce for each of my good friends in school."
A few days later, on Rosh Hashana, she filled Grandma's crystal bowl with applesauce and placed it in the center of the holiday table. When her mother arrived with Aunt Leah and her new cousin Will, she hugged Katie close. Together they gazed at tiny Will. Then Katie led her mother to the table. "Oh my," was all her mother could say. Her father laughed. There was one more surprise. Katie reached into her pocket and pulled out a frozen jar filled with applesauce. Not for now, of course, but soon enough Will would taste it and smile. And they all would.
Oh, that was such a lovely story.
Yes. And it looks like everything turned out well. Katie was so happy. Katie's friends all helped to make her happy. What did they do, Shira?
Oh, they knew that she wanted apples so much to make her applesauce, and everybody gave her an apple. That was so nice.
Yes, and now she could make her applesauce, and she was so grateful to all her friends. She made enough applesauce to share with everyone.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy for her.
So
Makes me want to have applesauce too.
maybe our mommies and your mommies can make applesauce for the holiday.
Good idea. We'll ask.
Yes, We'll ask. How about you? You all ask. Ask your mommies if you can have applesauce on Rosh Hashana for the apples. So now we are going to read a story about a mom who goes on a long bicycle ride with a little boy. Let's find out where they ride to and what his mom wants him to see.
God's World by Sylvia Rouse. Where are we going, Mommy? Asked Eli, my wide-eyed, dimple-cheeked little boy. I smiled as I lifted him onto the child seat attached to the back of my bicycle. To God's World, I replied. But where's that? Eli wondered out loud.
You'll see, I answered, fastening the strap of the safety helmet under his chin. Eli coughs and his eyes water, not from illness, but from the air around us. We glance at the nearby factory smokestacks. Gray, black wisps of smoke float upward, darkening the sky. We listen to the blast of car horns and smell the fumes of early morning traffic. Slowly, I begin pedaling the bicycle out of the city into the countryside. Eli begins to sing a Hebrew song about the days of the week. His voice keeps pace with the rhythm of the turning bicycle wheels. Yom Rishon, sunny day, Yom Sheni, let's go play.
Oh, that sounds so nice. Boys and girls, before we go to the next page, do you see how murky the sky is, how gray it is? It doesn't look so pretty, does it? Let's keep reading. Oh, and now we pass by a small stream that has a warning sign, unsafe for swimming and fishing. The murky waters were once home to rainbow-colored fish, and splashing children used to have such fun there. I continue to pedal while Eli sings. Ah, did you hear? No children can play there anymore because the water's so dirty, and the fishes can't live there in that dirty water either. But as we go, Eli keeps singing, Yom Shlishi, I want to try, Yom Revi'i, to see the sky. On the ground, lying side by side in a silent row, we notice freshly cut trees. Above us, homeless birds hover, wondering where to build their nests. And across the mounds and recently dug earth, a family of squirrels scurries like frightened refugees searching for a safe place to live. The birds and squirrels used to live in those trees. And as we pass by, I'm pedaling the bicycle onward, and the air becomes cleaner, the landscape fresher. Eli sings, Yom Hamishi, I want to run, Yom Shishi, and have some fun.
Eli breathes easier. His eyes no longer water. He sings Yom Shabbat. We're here, I announce. Eli sees the sign by the park entrance. He mouths the letters E-D-E-N. Eden. Hand in hand, we enter the gate. Eli looks with wonder at the breathtaking garden around him. Lush grass, leafy trees, blooming flowers, the fragrant smell of Mama Soa fills us with joy.
Oh, that looks so beautiful. And Eli exclaims, it's beautiful. Yes, I nod in response. Once the whole world looked like this park. This is the world God created. Tell me about it, Eli asked. Tell me about God's world. All right, I answer, unfolding a large blanket that I brought. Close your eyes, boys and girls. Put your hands over your eyes. Really hard. And is it very dark there? And then all of you, now take your eyes, open your hands from your eyes. Oh, what do you see?
In the beginning, there was nothing but darkness. Now open your eyes, I tell him. Eli can't see me, but I know he senses my presence. I softly murmur, before there was a world, there was nothing but God. On Yom Rishon, the first day, God created the light. I swiftly put the blanket away. Eli blinks as his eyes adjust to the bright daylight. God divided the light from the darkness and found it pleasing. The light God called day, and the darkness night.
On Yom Sheni, the second day, God created the heavens. I spread the blanket on the grass. Come, I say, taking Eli's hand in my own. Lie down here next to me. Look at the white puffy clouds. Dreamily we watch them sail across an ocean of blue sky. Have you ever lied on your back, perhaps at the beach or maybe on the grass at the park or on your lawn, and watched the clouds go by?
On Yom Shilishi, the third day, God created the land and the seas. I removed my shoes and helped Eli unlace his. God covered the land with grasses and trees. I continue softly, leading my barefoot son across the thick grass. It tickles, giggled Eli happily, and God saw that it was very good. I laughed.
On Yom Revi'i, the fourth day, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars. I sigh, gazing skyward. Eli lets the warmth of the sun wash over him. Little beads of wetness form on his upper lip. He smiles at me as he licks away the saltiness. And God saw that it was good, I said, smiling back.
On Yom HaNishi, the fifth day, God created the birds and the fish. I tell Eli as we walk to a little stream. He dips his toes in the cold water, startling the tiny fish. A chirping sound draws my son's attention to a little bird flying overhead. He claps his hands with delight, and God saw that it was good, I exclaimed.
On Yom Shishi, the sixth day, God created all the animals and then the first people, Adam and Eve. Eli and I marvel at our reflection in the clear stream. Suddenly, a huge croaking bullfrog leaps onto a lily pad, splashing us both with water. I look at my son, and we both begin to laugh. And God saw it was good, I chuckle.
On Yom Shabbat, the seventh day, God was happy with creation and decided to rest. God blessed the day and called it holy. I lift my yawning child and carry him back to the blanket gently, and I place him on the blanket and curl up beside him with a protective arm around my sleeping son. I close my eyes, and under a canopy of trees, we nap together. A soft breeze stirs us awake. It's time to go back, I whisper to my still drowsy child. Can't we stay here? He pleaded. Do we have to go back? Yes, I nod. It's time for us to go home.
But I like the world God created, he insists. Our home was like this once, I patiently explain. We were supposed to take care of his world, but people didn't listen. Can't we change the world back to the way God created it? Asked Eli. Yes, I assure him, with a lot of hard work. But I'm just a little boy, he reminds me. What can I do? You can lead the way, I tell him. When you see litter, throw it in the trash. After you wash up, turn off the faucet. Take used bottles and papers to the recycling bin. This is just the beginning. As you grow, you'll learn to do more. And when people see how careful you are to keep our world clean and beautiful, they will follow your lead. Then we will once again have the world that God made for us.
I lift Eli onto the bicycle. I fasten his helmet strap under his chin. As I begin pedaling back to the city, my child sings softly, Yom Rishon, there is a way, Yom Sheni, to save the day, Yom Shelishi, let's show we care, Yom Revi'i, and do our share, Yom Hamishi, let's give the earth, Yom Shishi, a new rebirth, Yom Shabbat, I hope and pray to see the God's world again someday.
Oh, that was a lovely story, Audrey.
I liked the song that Eli was singing. I heard some Hebrew words in the song.
Yes, Eli was singing a song about the days of the week and what we could do each day. It's a good song. I bet all you boys and girls would love to know the names of the week in Hebrew. Let's learn this song.
The first day of the week is Sunday.
Yeah, and in Hebrew, it's Yom Rishon. Everyone say after me, Yom Rishon.
Yom Rishon.
Great.
After Sunday is Monday.
And after Yom Rishon is Yom Sheni. Everyone say Yom Sheni with me.
Yom Sheni.
Excellent. Now we know the first 2 days of the week. Yom Rishon and Yom Sheni.
After Sunday and Monday, it's Tuesday.
Yes, and Tuesday in Hebrew is Yom Shlishi. Everyone say Yom Shlishi after me.
Yom Shlishi.
Excellent. You're doing a great job. Now
I know Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, and Yom Shlishi. What's Wednesday?
Wednesday is Yom Revi'i. Everyone after me. Yom Revi'i. Yom Revi'i.
Yom Revi'i. We are halfway through the week.
Yes, we are. And Thursday is Yom Hamishi. After me, Yom Hamishi.
Yom Hamishi. How do
And
we
I know Yom Hamishi, yeah. I know everyone knows how to say Saturday in Hebrew.
But first we have to say Friday.
Oh, I didn't do excuse me. We missed Friday. Yes, how do we say Friday? We say Friday, Shishi. Yom Shishi. Everyone say Yom Shishi.
Yom Shishi.
All right. I guess I was so excited to get to Shabbat, my favorite day. And what Shabbat? Audrey.
Shabbat.
Yes, Shabbat is Shabbat. Saturday is Shabbat. Now we can sing Eli's song with all the Hebrew names of the week. Let's do it. Yom Rishon, there is a way.
Yom Sheni, to save the day.
Yom Shlishi, let's show we care.
Yom Revi'i, and do our share.
Yom Hamishi, let's give the earth.
Yom Shishi, a new rebirth.
Yom Shabbat, I hope and pray to see God's world again someday.
Wow, 6 day a week. We work hard, but on the seventh day, Shabbat, we take time to appreciate all the beauty in our world that God created for us. Shabbat gives us time to think about all we have and also what we can do to make the world even better.
We know a very pretty Shabbat song called Ma Yafeh Hayom, which means what a beautiful day. There are only a few words, and you know most of them. Sing with us. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom.
Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, Ma Yafeh Hayom. What a beautiful day. Ma is what? Yafeh is beautiful. And you recognize Yom Hayom, day. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Let's sing it one more time together. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma
Yafeh Hayom,
Hayom, Shabbat
Shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat
Shabbat.
Shalom.
Maybe some of you will make a Rosh Hashana card later today.
Maybe some of you will taste some honey and apple for a sweet new year. Whatever you do, we hope you have a fun afternoon with your family. Now let's sing our goodbye song. Shalom Haverim, Shalom Haverim, Shalom, Shalom, Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Shalom.
Goodbye, my dear friends. Goodbye, my dear friends. Goodbye. Goodbye. We'll soon meet again. We'll soon meet again. Goodbye. Goodbye.
See you tomorrow for Rosh Hashanah day number 2.
Tomorrow.